Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe. Alrighty, we're gonna do a random ranking, and what that means is I go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random with my eyes closed. Actually, usually they're open. I then proceed to take those films and then rank them from least favorite to most favorite based on a variety of different reasons. Sometimes it's nostalgia, sometimes it's I like the director, sometimes it's I like the actors, sometimes it's the craftsmanship. It really depends on the day, the mood, the movie, so much. So let's get to picking some movies. That sounded very scripted. I think I'm getting used to saying that. I can, I don't know, almost say it like a game show host or something like that. Not a good game show host, but let's see. You know, there's a section back there that I almost never pull from. So let's see if I can get something from there. Oh, I think I grabbed in a snapper. I think I got a snapper here. Okay, let's see. Have I seen all of these movies? Alright, I've seen this one once. This one's a show, but we're going to go ahead with it. Oh, and this one too. Okay, so Lords of Flatbush. This is, I think, Sylvester Stallone's second film, because I think he did a porno for his first movie, or like a soft core one or something, and then he made this. Do you see him right there? Above the Fonz. That's another cool thing, is the Fonz is right here, and he looks like he's playing the Fonz, right? But yeah, that right there, that's Sylvester Stallone. I only saw this movie once. I found it at, I guess this would be my, this is from my disc replay. Saw it and I was like, I've never seen this movie. I've never heard of this movie. I love the cover. I love the 2 people that are in it. I've got to see this. How have I not heard of this? Playboy magazine says it's explosively funny and honest. You know, I don't remember much about this film, but the rules of this game is I have to have seen it at least once. And I've seen it. I know I've seen it from beginning to end. So it stays in here, but as we're doing this, I'm hoping some of my memories replenish, because I'm having a tough time remembering it. Okay, Tommyknockers. This is a Stephen King miniseries here. And actually, let me also state beforehand, Garage Movie Club, my friend on YouTube, he just spent all of October reviewing Stephen King movies. So be sure to check out his channel and watch every single one of his October videos if you are a fan of Stephen King, because he goes in depth, does a much better job of reviewing and talking about movies than I do. He goes in deep and he does his research, and he knows what he's talking about, where I'm just kind of an impromptu person. You know, I pulled this movie out just seconds ago and I'm going to try and talk about it, and it's going to be difficult. But yeah, I watched this a few years ago. My wife and I were, we might have, no, did we? I'm trying to remember if we put this in our advent calendar. I don't think we did, but for some reason we were going through a bunch of Stephen King movies and shows and things like that, and we put this one in. I don't know, this one might have been in our calendar a couple years ago. I can't remember. But I remember, you know, kind of enjoying it, and then I think I like read some reviews and people were like they didn't like it. They thought it was kind of boring, but I don't know. I know I'm easy to please. I like most things. So you have to take anything I say with a grain of salt, but I kind of liked it. And then our third film here, Christopher Guest film. Can you guess which Christopher Guest film I pulled? Great, Christopher Guest. I always mess that up. It's Guest. Yeah. Yeah. There's a kid in school that I went to school with whose last name was Guess. So wait, no, it was Guest. I don't remember. It's been so long since I was in high school. If it was Guest or Guess, but Christopher Guest. You know, like his mockumentary style. It appears to be a documentary, but it's scripted / improved for the most part. This is a good one. This one's not my favorite, but I do like it. This was nominated for an Oscar, I remember, for original song. This guy, whoops, right here, whose name I can't remember right now. You probably know him best from, let's say, Coneheads. You probably remember him best from Coneheads. He's in that movie. He's also in a few episodes of The X-Files. But he and his wife, who you may know as Lana Lang from the Superman movies from like the 70s. You may know her as Clark Kent's mother, Martha Kent, in Smallville. They were nominated for an Oscar for a song that they wrote for this movie. But yeah, I love these. I think they are great. This one, again, is not my favorite. I would say it's probably, well, it might be my second favorite. Third? I don't know. That should be something I do. Maybe I should rank all of these. I think the very first Christopher Guest movie I saw was Waiting for Guffman, kind of like a date I went on. The girl was very into that movie, and she's like, "Have you ever seen it?" And I was like, "No." So I watched it, and it, I liked it, but I was also kind of confused because I didn't really know that style beyond Spinal Tap, which I had seen previously, but that's not Christopher Guest. Like, he didn't direct that one. In it, but didn't direct it. But anyway, I like this, but I don't think it's my favorite of his. Is it my favorite of these three? That's the question. So, Tommyknockers miniseries. The Lords of Flatbush. Flatbush. Or A Mighty Wind. What do we do here? Okay. I think I already know A Mighty Wind is number one. And, I mean, I really remember liking the style of this, but I think it was like kind of like a subtle, it was almost like a mumblecore, if I remember. You're just kind of watching things happen rather than plot happen. There's probably a plot, but from what I remember, it wasn't like a thick plot. It was just kind of a bunch of guys just kind of walking around doing stuff. I'm probably wrong, though. Again, it's been a long time since I've seen this, and it's been a couple years since I've seen this. Probably a few years since I've seen this. 2 years, maybe? I don't know. I sometimes put this in while I'm painting, so I'm guessing within the last 2 years I've watched it. But I don't know, this is a weird one. It's like none of these are like favies or anything. And these two I barely know. So this one I have to put up front. I think I'm going to go based on genre here and put Tommyknockers up front. It's weird to see the Fonz not actually be the Fonz, so that's kind of strange. But it is cool to see Sylvester Stallone act like a Fonz. That's pretty awesome. So, if I had seen these movies more recently, I'd probably put this up here. But since I can't remember much about either one, I'm going to just kind of go genre here. And I'm going to say Tommyknockers and then The Lords of Flatbush. Okay, so these are the movies. Have you seen, this is my ranking, A Mighty Wind, The Tommyknockers, and The Lords of Flatbush. Have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three of them, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you think about these movies. Is A Mighty Wind your favorite Christopher Guest movie? If it's not, which one is? And have you ever seen, I guess I already asked this question, but have you seen this? What do you think of it? Tommyknockers, where do you place this in the Stephen King miniseries ranking? Where would you put it? Is it number one? I want to know these things. And on that note, perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe.